All right, today is Friday, December 17th, 2021. Let's take a look at the price action on the NASDAQ as well as the Russell for this morning with the AbleTrend guidance chart and checking out the AbleTrend signals. Got a different little setup right now, just full screen on the 1, 2, 3 minute chart for the NASDAQ. A lot of volatility in the morning, kind of up and down, and we had a really strong rip to the upside. Kind of about an hour or so into the market. So let's take a look at the signals. I did not trade the NASDAQ today. I traded the Russell, so I didn't really have that much of an eye on NASDAQ. But we did have a opening buy signal right here in around 748. Got to a low of 734 before ripping higher to a high of 791. Quickly reversed down into a sell signal at 685.5. That went against you almost 15 points before going down to a low of 660. It's called 663. Kind of ripped again higher. Likely would have stopped you out if you didn't take profit right there. Some, like I said, very volatile movements. First 30 minutes or so. Another buy signal right here. Might not have gone in right here. Looks like we were closing right at 3 minutes. I don't really know if 3 minute was printing a buy signal at this time. Likely wasn't if it didn't break above. So this is more of a valid signal. 795.5. Got up to a high of 843. So almost ripped up 50 points in literally a matter of 1 or 2 minutes. Just insane move. Something like that happens. I hope you're locking in something that quickly reversed. Likely would have stopped you out if you just had, 20-point stop, 15-point stop or something. So hopefully you locked in something there. No re-entry there. Got a sell signal down here, maybe around this level after it breaks below 3 minute support. Short at 687, got to a low of 658 before reversing again, back down to a low of 651. I sure hope someone would take profit or lock something at that point, but if you didn't, you likely would have been stopped out as it ripped higher off of that level. So just boom, up, back down, down, and then back up. Just all over the place. A lot of volatility. You hope that you lock in something to protect yourself. If you're not, you're just getting constantly stopped out in some of these trades because there's no follow through. Here's the trend of the day. It would have been long at 803 and barely went against you. Got to a high of 916, so it's over 100 points right there. Came back and then kind of proceed again. Sweet spot would have been right in this level at 876.5. And that got to a high of 956, almost 100 points. So crazy moves, but you got to protect yourself and have some proper risk management to, not get stopped out when it kind of flashes right back to your open entry price. Another short was right here. And that one worked out pretty solid as well. Let's go over the Russell. That's what I traded today. I have my normal chart up right now, so I gotta type it in and load it. Let's see here. It's gonna take a second. Alrighty, where are we at? All right, so kind of similar price action as the NASDAQ. So I'll take a look at my trades for today. So right at market open, I went long off this sweet spot. Had full qualification with the 3, 1 minute, and then this broke above the 2 minute resistance and was showing a 2 minute. Unfortunately, it quickly reversed, and I was stopped out on that one. My one, I guess I was happy with the way I traded today. One trade I wish I would have gotten back was this one. I went long again right here. It was a clean entry. But just the fact that I went long back to back after taking that loss, I was happy that I jumped in again. But it just, I don't know, just didn't work out. So I quickly got stopped out on that one also. So I took 2 stop outs pretty quickly back to back, and then jumped in short right here at 21.34. This thing moved quickly. I had a 10-point profit target out there. I was less than a point away from hitting that before it reversed, came back up. I put a true green, used a 2 green bar exit, 5 ticks above that green bar right there. So I had my stop at 31.1, and I barely got stopped out before it went down and would have hit my 10-point profit target. So that was unfortunate, but I followed the rules perfectly. So there's nothing you can do there. And I was this far away from these 1-minute resistance dots. That was the right call. This price easily could have ripped back up to the resistance level. So yeah, profitable trade. I think I got 4 points right there. So, definitely put a dent into the first couple stop outs I had. Next entry was right here on this bar. So I was long right here at 21.37, maybe and a half. This thing ripped up pretty good. And it's just really stalled out in this range. It was creating kind of like this level right here that it needed to break through. And so when I saw it to slow down, I went ahead and protected myself, ensured some profit. I think I put my stop loss 1 point in front of my entry price, and I eventually was stopped out. So, kind of chipped away a little bit more at my initial stop outs, but that didn't really work out quite well. And that was the right decision because I would have probably taken a full stop out had I not done that. So moving right along, this was the trade of the day. I was happy with the fact that I stayed with it and waited for this trend. I was long right here at 21.40, maybe and a half. Only went against you 21.39.2, so a little bit more than a point, and just took off. I unfortunately had a 10-point profit target out there, so I got out like right. I mean, it looks silly now, but right in this area, yeah, right around the 20.50 range. And you're looking at this live though, long right here, 21.40 and a half, moving right along nicely, and then that bar hit my profit target, and then just continued onwards pretty nicely. I think there was a lot of just pent up buying. Once we broke this level, it just took off. So that was the trade of the day. Overall though, I was happy with the way I traded Russell. Would I have liked not to take these trades? Yeah, I would have had 3 winning trades since I protected myself on this one. 4 points here. Would have loved to not jumped in right here, but the Russell has been running at market open all week long. So I knew that at the back of my mind. If I have a valid signal, which I classify as having the 3-minute printing for a while leading up to the open, and then I had the confirmation with the 2, it closed above, it just didn't work out. So that was unfortunate. I was happy I stuck with it, got some back there, chipped away a little more there, and then this trade made it profitable for the day for myself. But just take a look, 21.40 and a half, got to a high of about 21.90. It is a massive move for the Russell. It's about 50 points. That's massive. Russell does not move that much typically. But anyways, it was a great Friday. Good clean price action, just a little bit of some chop at the open before getting some nice clean trends. AbleTrend did its job. All you can do is follow the rules. No one knows where price is going to go. All you can do is stick to the guidelines and be disciplined with it. So that was price action on both the NASDAQ and the Russell for Friday, December 17th, 2021.